So in today's episode, we see if we can keep our winning streak and unbeaten streak alive with 2 games. And also, you get to say hello to our brand new striker and goodbye to a former hero of the club. Hello and welcome to Around the World in 80 Clubs. So today we've got 2 games, but before that we'll say goodbye. Dragger, who came in for a free, wasn't particularly good, so he shipped him out on loan, has now gone out permanently to Georgia for 9.5k. So we made a little bit of money from him. We also say goodbye to Schwartzman, who was a young player, never going to make it really. So we've let him go and get him off the wages. We made £350. We then say goodbye to Luis Enrique for £2 million. Last season was ever present, played absolutely fine. 5 goals, 7 assists, an average of 7 rating. He was good. He was very good, but he's getting older. He was 30. He was already declining. He was already only a 2-star current ability player. And he was starting to decline. So getting 2 million for him, I think, was brilliant. And with that 2 million, it meant that we could sign a couple of players. So we had Alman in the last time we played, and also obviously we got Alman in to replace Enrique. So it was a like for like. We've brought in Reese on loan, who is a current ability 2-star, potential ability 2-star, left back, can play centre back. He's offering a little bit of cover. He's 34. He's here on loan. He's not going to stay. He was just a body to bring in. And then I was looking for a striker that could either offer competition or be on the bench for us, with Charlie and Lima up top. We managed to find, though, Kuan, who we've spent 5 million on, potentially going up to 6. He's a 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability, 21-year-old. He's come in from International, where he's been a bit part player. He is brilliant finish, really good finishing, really good technique off the ball. His composure's good. He's just naturally fit. Obviously, he's going to get better. He's already worth 10.5 to 13.5 million, and he looks like he could be a very, very good player. So, that all being said, since you were last with me, we've still won every game. So, we beat Aparecidas 1-0 with Matoli getting the goal. We then went on to face CRAC, in which we got 3-0 victories with Fred, Lima and Charlie on the score sheet. We then went to Apenese and beat them 5-0 with Matoli, Lima, Charlie, Reese and Alman getting a 92nd minute goal, which leads us today to face Josian. And to do that, we have Marakovic in goal with Tonetti, Enrique, Jar and Garcia at the back. Fred sitting behind Gomez and De Silva in midfield, Then Matoli behind Charlie and Kuan up top. Kuan starting his first game for us, for the club. So let's see how he does. So we're playing again. I'm shocked that we've managed to win every game so far. We've been playing really well. This new formation is really doing bits, and it's doing what I wanted it to do. It's shoring up the defence, and also means we've got the attacking players as well. So here comes Fred with the free kick, plays it towards Jar. Pablo Enrique now back out to Fred. Fred finds De Silva on the edge of the box, who hits the post. But now Tonetti plays it to Charlie. Back to Fred. Fred flips one over to Matoli. Matoli headers it on to Kuan. And Kuan just off the post there. And it goes for a goal kick. Absolutely superb. Now Garcia on the ball with a free kick, and it just whistles past the post. Unfortunately, this team are sitting rock bottom, but Gomez to Tonetti, De Silva plays it to Garcia. Garcia tries to sweep one past, but can't get past the defender. But we regain, and Garcia to Gomez. Gomez to Tonetti. Tonetti plays it across, and Charlie puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0. And then Charlie does what Charlie does there. Absolutely brilliant play. Gomez picks the ball out. Tonetti plays a beautiful ball across to... It looks like he was trying to play it across to Cohen, but Charlie does what Charlie does, puts his foot through the ball and scores. That guy is playing absolutely brilliantly at the moment, and I'm just so happy that we've got Cohen potentially to play with him, and see how that partnership builds. And obviously if it doesn't build, we've got the ability to bring Lima back into the starting side. Lima's still going to have a massive part to play, but Cohen manages to put the ball in the back of the net on his debut and does exactly what I want him to, the robot dance. Happy days. But Matoli plays it to Charlie. Charlie turns round, back to Tonetto, who plays a beautiful ball through the middle. Cohen makes the run and slots it past the keeper to make it 2-0. Both strikers on the score sheet. And we've got more than 3 goals a game now on our goal difference. Is more than 3 goals a game. So we are easily the best team at the moment. And Tornetti's been hacked down there by Matthews, and surely that's a red. I don't think it was even a card. But it plays towards the back post, and Charlie gets his head on it. But it goes out. Drags wide. And now Tornetti to Charlie. Charlie plays it back to Enrique. Jar to De Silva. De Silva plays it out to Garcia. Garcia now on the ball. Beautiful ball through to Kuan, whose shot is saved, and it goes out for a corner. And that player was sent off for that challenge. Fred now with the corner. Where's he going to place it? He plays it out to Gomez on the edge of the area. Matoli comes off the post, off the back of the keeper, and out for another corner. Now Garcia with this one. In swinger towards Jar, who headers just over. Absolutely phenomenal. Garcia, it's never ending. De Silva to Garcia to Fred. Fred to Jar, Jar to De Silva, Tornetto, Gomez, and Gomez puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 3 just before half time. And this team's so good to watch at the moment. It's brilliant play. Again, Tornetto, who I've stuck with, even when he wasn't particularly the best player at left back when he first came, I've stuck with him, and he is growing. Every game, it seems, he is playing better and better and better. So we're going to have a little look. We're probably going to bring off Jar for Pompey at half-time just to get rid of that yellow card. I think we've secured victory already in this game with 22 shots compared to 0. We are by far the better team, and that's a penalty. Ivan, I think it was, pushing Pablo Enrique, and now Matoli steps up. Matoli scores. It's 4, and if it wasn't over before, it definitely is now. So as things stand, what we'll probably end up doing is going towards the end of this and the knockout pod, because we are clearly the best team in this group, I would say. But Garcia now plays it over the top to Pablo Enrique, who gets his head to it, but it's a brilliant save. And Gomez now from the edge of the area off the bar. It's absolutely brilliant. So we're going through, and we should be able to win. And it looks like it's all over. It looks like we took our foot off the gas towards the end there, as there was no highlights towards the end. So join me in a second for our second game of the episode. Hello and welcome back to Around the World in 80 Clubs. So for this game we have Markovic in goal, Tonetti, Enrique, Jar and Garcia at the back, Ronaldo behind De Silva and Gomez in the midfield, Mattioli behind Charlie and Cohen up top. So between the matches, Fred has announced that he's planning to retire at the end of the season, or November time. So we may look to try and get another half-back in, someone to play in that position there. But we're not going to rush. We've got time to have a look. As De Silva scores, does the knee slide, but the De Silva actually starts this off, playing it to Garcia. Garcia to Jar, Jar back to De Silva, who's given so much time to slot the ball home. I really wasn't expecting a goal that quickly. Moreno to Philip, plays it across. Markovic gathers comfortably though, and we look to build again with Enrique to Tornetto. Tornetto back to Enrique. Enrique to Gomez. Gomez to De Silva. To Matoli. Cohen, who loses out. And they come on the attack. Felipe to Alcimar. Enrique to Santos. To Carrizo, Luis Enrique to Santos, who puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-1. And Luis Enrique, big part of that. Is he playing up top? We want their formation, sorry. So Luis Enrique and Santos, who are two players that I've been looking at, they're both pretty good. I mean, Santos is a little bit older, but Luis Enrique is in the prime age. We went with Curran, and I think we made the better decision, hopefully, long term, but Jar on the ball plays it back to Ronaldo, who plays it out to Gomez. Gomez to Montelli. Cohen and puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 2-1. And that just shows what it does a forward role. Cohen's got all the moves. But Ronaldo being so, almost part of a back three, a line of three, he almost drops in to be a line of three when we've got the ball. So we're not... Come on! 3-1. Beautiful play. But yeah, so Ronaldo's dropping in when we're on the ball as a third centre-back. So we have three at the back. The two wingers have bombed on, but he's offering that support in the middle, which is brilliantly played, as Fred does as well. Ronaldo with the yellow card, so that does mean we're going to bring Fred on to take that role. We don't want that DM to have a card, because that really does worry me that there could be a sending off with that defensive midfielder. They're very prone to red cards as a role, I always thought. Gomez plays it across to Charlie. Charlie now. Can he find a ball over? He does. Back to Gomez, who's raised it, but it comes off the bar. And Garcia now loses out to Santos, but the highlight ends. It's now Matoli loses out to Rizzo, to Parias, to Yeshanyo, Moreno, Felipe to Aclamar. Aclamar to Luis Enrique, whose shot goes wide. So I think, yeah, if we are going to get any more players in, it probably would be a DM. There may be a couple to leave. No one of great value, hopefully. But that will be our priority, I think, is a DM role. I was also contemplating on seeing what goalkeepers were around. Marikovic is obviously one for the future and is probably going to do enough to, he's good enough for us, but it'd be nice to have either somebody above him or at least challenging him. But we'll see. Played towards the back post, but Karen comes out and gathers. Cohen plays it over to Jar. Jar headers it down for Garcia. Garcia slips it back to Jar, who's cheekily put the ball in the back of the net to make it 4-1. The thing is, with this team, I never feel we are going to make some substitutions now. But with this team and the way we're playing at the moment, I never feel in jeopardy. I wonder if that will change in the league, but really does not feel like we're ever going to be in trouble. I'd like to bring Carlos on, so he's going to come on for De Silva. Are they better that way? No. Alaman is coming on for Melotti. I want to bring Lima on, which I can't. So Carlos is actually going to come off. And we're going to bring Lima on for Charlie and swap those two over. So Lima becomes a deep line forward. So we got Lima on, Alaman on, Fred has already come on. We got Pompey on and JP on. So here's Jar on the ball now. Plays it across to Fred. Fred sprays into Gomez. Gomez plays it back to Pompey. Pompey to De Silva. Jar. Jar back to Fred. Fred to Gomez. Gomez to De Silva. De Silva sprays it over the top to Cohen, whose header's just over the crossbar. Pompey. Tonetto now. Down the wing. Plays it in towards Gomez, but Gomez loses out, and now the ball's with him. Luis Enrique around the half. Weimar plays it over the top to Santos. It comes off the defender, and a claimer managing to get the ball back in, but eventually we bundle it clear. Something I really am worried about is that secondary phase of play when the opposition attacks, but I think I've managed to kind of resolve it. And I think this player here, almost stepping up once the wing backs come back, cuts out a lot of the balls over the top, and we don't see it as often, but we do still get the balls over the top, which I don't like. So, with that being said, I've moved something around. With that being said, the competition, we have qualified, so we will come back after the Gios State games for the knockout stage tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I've been the Masked Manager, and until next time, I have spoken.